Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Ya Ali Madad. So now I've realized that a deep insight into my case, my old case against Karachi American School and Marion Williamson and Matthew, will bring out the truth about these Americans being terrorists. The true terrorists, it will put everything in order. What these Americans want us to do, don't want us to do. Many things like this and many things like that. How far they go by starting a fire in an ordinary person's house, thinking they should become themselves extraordinary. They have such a far foresight. After having given me Dr. Todd as a psychologist, this is in Karachi American School. How they made me think that Miss Desa didn't want me anymore. And so this was now a friendship fight. Okay? So this was between Miss Desa and me, and I refused my father's help by him asking the Mobil Oil Company to intervene in Karachi American School and tell them that my life would be ruined. I'm not adjusting to CAS, Center for Advanced Studies, or any other school, but you can see my conduct. My father took report cards of mine from CAS, and my conduct was good. So how can they say that I'm bad? I didn't trouble any teacher over there. This was in our culture, in my mother's culture, in our Eastern culture, to be attached to teachers. I've been through this myself in nursery. When I was 2.5 years old, Montessori school, my teacher took care of me. We became family friends, and we've known them and still do, and have been in good terms with them. There was Miss Masuma. She's become Masuma Auntie. Then I joined another school after Karachi American School. There I had a teacher. There was no misconduct, no trespassing. We became friends. She was our mentor. And then I had to leave that school because it closed down, and went back to Center for Advanced Studies. So briefly, talking about those teachers, some of them I haven't even touched, that I became close to, but did not worry or trouble or trespass. So what is this Karachi American School? Their plans by using Miss Ex-Shia Desa. they were going to try and ruin me by showing that this was not love. Dr. Todd was adamant, stubborn, with Mr. Horton behind her, saying, "We cannot take you back. We have decided." And all this. So can you see how the American school, Karachi American school, used all its intelligence, resources, sources against an innocent person, against an innocent relationship, making it complicated, ruining it, asking Ms. Desa not to meet me. Years I prayed, but my prayer was wrong. Making me see things wrongly. Point my finger at Ms. Desa, hate her. Do you see this? What the Karachi American School did to me and my innocent relationship. Dr. Todd, the American female psychologist, called it unhealthy and would not budge, herself smoking. A smoking American psychologist, female. May God deprive her of the happiness of her child and her relationship with her child. I was so hurt, deeply hurt. She had an infant child, and I told her, one day you will. If God told you this was an unhealthy relationship, how would you feel? And I was so shocked, I went crying in the bathroom. My mother saw me crying like that, bitterly, throwing up at the sink, her washroom sink. And my intestines pulled, and I was hurting so much. This American female psychologist, Dr. Todd, and her wickedness, shaking hands with Marion Williamson and Matthew, planning against me behind our backs, behind my back. Ms. Desa was under duress, and Ms. Desa realized all what they were doing in Karachi American School. After so many years of anguish, Imam Ali alayhi salam says, the height of anguish is restlessness. So being so restless, in 1989, I was told to go to a priest, Father Augustine. First, he told me he had a counseling degree from the United States of America. So now there he was, and my Pakistani therapist got really upset. How could he tell you this? First, he told me with his "I'm okay, you're okay" counseling, child, adult, parent. I think a Jewish person has written that book. And with his American degree, he was doing my counseling. Although he wasn't taking much money, he wasn't charging me much, he said, whatever you agree to. Even 10 rupees was there, 5 rupees. But you have to come every day or, be regular. And so he's told me that the day he told me this, separated from Miss Desa, shocked. Oh, now some lesbian, gay. He wouldn't even take the name of lesbian. He said, let me call it gay. Maybe it is hidden in your subconscious. One day it will pop up, you not knowing about it, what you have with Miss Desa. And so I've gone all flustered, confused, shocked, I've never even touched a woman, a girl, my age group, who have been so beautiful, showing their cleavages. We have been in the girls' locker room, changing, never looked at a girl. While I was changing there, we were all changing. So this is what the Karachi American School made me go through over the years. And their SPA in CAS, Center for Advanced Studies, Saima Peer, along with that. So what was this for? What is it that they can't stand in us? Our brightness, our godliness, our dignity, our innocent relationships. And so first, Father Augustine, without knowing anything, using the American certificate of counseling, has done this to me, not using Jesus Christ. I think he told me he was from the Franciscan order of priests. If I am not mistaken, as I recall, and if I'm recalling wrongly, then I'm sorry, I apologize, but as far as I remember. And so you must hold this. Dr. Todd has said this is unhealthy. This should not carry on with Miss Asteria Desa. Miss Asteria Desa has said they wouldn't even let me read my school records, what they have written there. But they've told Dr. Farokh Ahmad that Ms. Desai and Dr. Todd have decided, and Ms. Desai has written there, either I stay or she stays. She is Zahra Laila Jawad. This is what they've made Ms. Desai write in my school record. But at that time, I didn't know this. I thought Ms. Desa, as she told me, was praying for me to go to this American school psychologist, Dr. Todd. And all that Marianne Williamson Matthew threat has vanished from my mind. And I've started to think that and believe that Ms. Desa doesn't want me anymore in her life. And so Ms. Desa is the one who didn't want me in Karachi American School, so they're not allowing me to go back there. And we can't use the UAE government. Why? And so one of the teachers has said, you are an Arab, you can buy this field. So naturally, in due course, I'm going to think that my Arabs are not helping me. Or have they bribed the Karachi American School against me? Is it their plan? Who is behind all this? Ruining my life. I will and I have wondered. So they want to cause this mistrust within family members too. Maybe my father could think, God forbid, that these attachments with teachers, my daughter is becoming a gay with the female teacher's attachment. Thought may have crept inside him. That's why in CAS he was like, no, don't talk like this with Miss Jamila Zahidi. Don't get close to someone anymore, a teacher especially. He scolded me in CAS. So these Karachi American School people, and from Karachi American School, Matthew and Marian Williamson, they want us to go wrong in everything. In our relationships, at home, in our schools, in the future, in our religions, in our principles. Mistrusting one another. This is what the terrorists want us. First step is to cause mistrust amongst Muslims and get confused about yourselves, about what you really believe in, your lives and your relationships. And now coming back to Father Augustine, the one who told me that this could be behind your subconscious, in your subconscious somewhere, behind your conscious, the gay thing. Well, after a little while, he's told me, no, he's wrong. He's standing there, correcting himself and telling me, you're right, Zahra, you're right. I think you and Miss Esteria Desa should meet, because this is true love. And I'm thinking inside, so messed up. Now you're telling me this? And no, but Miss Desa doesn't want this. No, I can convince Miss Desa. I see her at the catechumenic, at her church also, so I can convince her that she should see you. And knowing Miss Desa, why should someone, her priest, corner her, convince her, if she doesn't anymore have the heart, the love, the feeling, the relationship to meet me? Now it's too late. So I've told Father Augustine no. When I wanted it, when I was telling people, not people, Dr. Todd, that this thing is wrong, you should not separate me from Miss Desa like this. We need to sit and talk mutually, agree. This is too painful for me. Over the years, it was agonizing for me. I couldn't settle down in schools, anywhere, even in my family. So please see this. I don't know how far I can make you see that America is wrong. They make mistakes, they make blunders, big blunders. and plundering our lands. How can I put this in words? The sorrow, the loss of lives, the deprivations, the terrorism, it has nothing to do with our religion or the God that we think we believe in. I don't see it. Any religious person, truly religious person, doesn't develop neurosis. Some American has said this, and Dale Carnegie has put it in his book. So for me to trust in the new age spiritualists of America, I must be kidding myself or my whole being or my life that I would do this immense injustice to myself. Every time I think religion could be wrong, I have this connection, I sense, with His Highness Aga Khan. He's always correcting me gently, and he's going to show me we need a guide. We need a leader, a spiritual guide. We need to cooperate under His umbrella, the mercy of God. Under that umbrella, someone who has all the answers to those who care to listen to Him and care to carry out the way God wants us to carry out our lives, so that we can avoid these happenings, mishaps, misunderstandings, mistrust, confusions, conflicts. Minimize them as much as we can, and lovingly, through humanitarian ways, kindness, compassion, understanding hearts, not severing ties of love, of kindness, of truth and sincere people. And I believe this, if you have this true love, that you completely, truly love someone, you can truly heal them. You can heal the depths of their past wounds. And I believe that love can heal, and only love can heal, truly heal. Because I have seen it. I have seen it in St. Joseph's College. The past wound that I was just being pulled down by so badly that I felt I was in hell, so restless, couldn't enjoy a thing. All that just went, boom, vanished. I could enjoy the songs. I could enjoy the air, the breeze in college. I could enjoy life. But then all of a sudden, I couldn't find the strength in me and felt that this past has done so much damage to my soul. It's scattered and I can't gather the pieces that are broken anymore for a wonderful family like Mrs. Gulzar's. So that I could, with devotional love, help them, be of service to them in college, And to my family also, be a good daughter, a sister, and a service lady to humanity, to my society, to Karachi. And through the years, I've wondered, how could this innocent relationship with Miss Disa go so bad? Because I reached a conclusion only and only through treachery. So if there's treason and there are treacherous people, then we are going to suffer immensely in our innocent relationships. And where there is innocence and no treachery, no treason, honesty, then we can prosper. We can improve the quality of our lives. Not only that, our relationships at home, we can work positively without suffering. See, there was no treachery in Mrs. Munira Gulzar. There was no treachery in her sister, Miss Shafiqa Fikri. See how, I carried Miss Shafiqa Fikri's bag for, I think, 3 years or 3.5 years. And it meant so much to me, I cannot tell you. If someone told me that there's heaven waiting outside for you, I wouldn't go there. This is how much it meant for me. But the memories didn't hurt me when it was over. It was over. So it's someone's treachery in Karachi American School, betrayal, that's hurt me deeply. And this pain wouldn't go until God sent me His grace in my dream, showing me that His grace is coming. And Bibi Maryam, Mother Mary, alayhi salam, sent me bread through a young girl. So I don't see it in my religion that my God would want to hurt someone or want me to hurt someone. No way. Not even as the breath I take, every breath. God would never want this. My God is compassionate, merciful. That's how we start the Quran. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So you get the whole thing, picture about religion right. Put things in perspective in their proper order. And then you can go on without hurting anyone. Codes of life may change, imams change, human beings change, imamat remains the same. Spiritual, worldly leadership, this is our guide chosen from God, by God for us. Even as the person in the imam changes, we won't be hurting anyone. We will be working, developing, helping, being of service to humankind, the universe. So we need to get certain things right in life, the basic fundamental, like having faith in a superpower, not the superpower of America or the temporary superpowers of the world who have been creating a lot of disorder, terrorism, grievances, sorrow, loss of lives in this world for us. It's not our God, our religious God, who wants brother to fight brothers, sister to fight sister. Do you see who it is who wants this kind of conflict, sorrow to go on in us, mistrusting each other? It's these Americans, Western powers, these world powers. They don't want us to live. They don't care about us. God cares. God knows our worth, even though, as what the world wants in its greed, the worldly people, we can't give them that. We're crippled. We can't go to work. Even then, God cares. And God's kept us alive for this, that He cares, that we are breathing, even though we're not giving anything to this world, as the worldly people want us to give and work economically, bringing profits to them. Americans or whoever are blaming our religion, our faith, stop blaming. See yourselves. What have you given to this world? And how much can you give later on to this world? Who are you helping? Whose lives are you saving? Where have you made the mistake? You must correct yourself and stop interfering in other people's lives, relationships, families, disrupting, hearts breaking. If you think what's good for you, what's best for you, you do that. Stop blaming our religion, because I know for sure that my religion has sacrificed a lot for humanity. And I want to see where the Westerners have sacrificed for any non-American, non-Western person. I want to see it. Tell me about it. Even your schools are so expensive. Let's go to Karachi American School. We've been paying them with dollars, in dollars. We're not permitted to pay in rupees. It's in Karachi, it's in Pakistan. First, go to these schools. Give them your lectures. Americans, ask them where they went wrong instead of pointing fingers at some religion, thinking that the Muslims have done this or the Christians have done this. No. No Christian has done this. No Muslim has done this to you. You have done this to us. You have terrorized us. You have put the world upside down. You have done it. You sit there, blamed yourself. You have come in our countries, bribing, corrupting our people, putting them under duress, cornering them. You have done it, Americans, Westerners, not our God, not our religion, not Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Bismillah.